2020. This is the December 27th, 9 p.m. KST Showdown, right here on the CranKy Ducklings. Definitely not 2021, the 16th of January. Not at all. No, this is the showdown. It's the original time, as advertised. Right here on the CranKy Ducklings, I am your host, Steelmold. Still like the metal. Mold like the thing you put the metal in so that it retains its shape when it cools down. And with me, the imitation innovation himself, all the way from Singapore. Give it up for Yakuzaku.
I am a body double.
Yeah. Replacing Eris, who is the body double, is our body double, Yakuzaku.
Woo!
Yes, this is the 2020 showdown. A bit late because, reasons.
We don't need to go into that, but suffice to say, there is a reason.
Yeah, couple of reasons. Anyway, we are setting up to cast our very first match of the day. We have 4 special matches for you here today, specially organized.
A nice little bit of a summary, if you will, of 2020. And of course, Steel, of course, we have to start things right. It's going to be a PvP.
Yeah, and it's not just any PvP. It's going to be TheKyoJin versus Magnath, which is last time they met each other, that I could tell, was in Masters 1 Open number 36, where they met in the semi-final, and it was a pretty epic PvP series, a peak PvP series, if you will.
That unironically.
No, yeah,
peak
no,
PvP.
it's canon rushes galore.
3 games in a row, if I'm remembering correctly.
No, actually, no. It was 2 canon rushes and then a fake canon rush in the Ace match.
Yeah, so about 2.5.
Yeah. As always, our observer here today will be your wonderful observer, best observer in NA and EU. And KR, also Australia, and in the rest of Oceania and Southeast Asia. Not sure the best observer in China because I don't think we did any China tournaments.
Did we? Well, we didn't do any China tournaments, but we did do some China ESL DreamHack stuff.
Oh, right. So so the best observer in China as well. Yeah, worldwide.
There we go. Yeah.
Except Antarctica, maybe. We didn't have any Antarctica tournaments. Kuro, get on it.
I mean, we didn't do any Africa tournaments either. But that's mostly just because that's got a stranglehold by the Terran brothers.
But we have African players. I mean,
there we go.
TheKyoJin and Magnath, both North African countries, Egypt and Morocco.
There we go.
That counts. And and we had the brothers from South Africa, Terran Lord and Phoenix Ears.
That's
right?
the South Africa to go with the North Africa, dude.
Yeah, we've covered everything. Right?
I'm doing the things where you put your hand in front of your face.
Anyway, our players are ready. This is definitely not a replay cast. So let's get right into it, into game number 1, between TheKyoJin and Magnath. This will be our first series for this. What is it? Showdown. Yeah, I was forgot the name of the tournament.
Yeah, we're going pretty. We took some inspiration from Texas this time. Well, we did every time. It's always in a showdown.
The official name is the Duckling. Definitely not 2021 Showdown.
Our players are ready. Let's jump right in.
Who's hosting this lobby? I'm not hosting this lobby.
I am not hosting this lobby.
Who's hosting this lobby?
I think somebody gave it to Darking, the host.
Esphil, continuing the gift that they've received from Lord Lokin in the past.
Man, everyone's in a pretty festive mood today, aren't we, Steel?
Yeah, how's your Christmas vacation going so far, Yaku?
Ah, man. It's snowing.
in Singapore?
It's like nice and actually for a while it kind of felt that way.
And then I turned the AC up.
Yeah. No, but we got I think they call it El Nino. It's the ocean waves or something like that. So for about the first 3 days of the year. Or no, wait,
What are you talking about? You knew it was like 20 years ago. What are you talking about?
For about 3 days in the year, it was just continuously raining. Dipped down like 22 degrees
only
outside. Yeah.
You live in a rain forest.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't rain every day, and it doesn't rain.
Just most of the day, pretty much all the time. Anyway, enough about that. We are not on Singapore. We are on Xmas Pillars of Gold. Xmas Pillars of Gold, a very special edition of the Pillars of Gold map. All of our maps in this tournament are going to be special editions, festive versions made by Marras. Xmas, of course, stands for
xylophone?
Xenolithic mammals and species. Very scientific. Yeah. In the northeast corner of the map, representing Alpha X, all the way from the land of Morocco, are 3 times Master Swan Open champion. Our teal Protoss is in fact TheKyoJin.
I'm estimating in my head what the thing would be. And spawning here in the bottom left-hand corner map, spawning all the way in the bottom left-hand corner. He is the pink Protoss player. Coming down from Egypt, land of the Nile. We have, representing Platinum Heroes and also Easy Dunk, he is Magnath.
Alright, TheKyoJin is setting up a sneaky proxy here in his 4th base location. So already being a little...
Literally the last place Magnath is going to be expecting that. Unless he decides to go for a proxy of his own in that location. Which I'm kind of rooting for here, Steel.
This is already a longer game than the series they had before because there's no cannon rush so far. It's already a bit of a surprise.
Well, what else? What better way to kick off the Xmas mood?
Yeah. Magnath blocking up TheKyoJin from coming in and scouting. Magnath did get a good view of what TheKyoJin has in his base. He's setting up a blocker pylon. This is a... Oh wait, okay.
Hey.
So TheKyoJin sent the items out on the outside of the wall, but if it didn't, then that would have been a nice block, right?
Yeah, it really would have been. Fortunately, shades they don't quite count as being solid. Meanwhile, TheKyoJin is trying to be a little bit aggressive here. Stalkers are going to be about the end of that.
Yeah, Magnath is blocking up nicely. There are 3 stalkers here, so can't really hang about. Killing up the blocker pylon, and it looks like TheKyoJin will be moving out. No, sorry, Magnath will be moving out with his stalkers.
He will be trying to look for some potential Seeky proxy locations, but as we know, TheKyoJin still over there in the top right-hand corner. He's patrolling that probe, Steel. What's he going to do with it?
Proxy DT? I mean, he has the Twilight Council. It's already getting charged, so... yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is backup or something. In case of
Proxy
cheekiness.
High Templar?
Items are getting into Magnath's base. They're in the base.
Yeah, just not quite fast enough this time. But they will be met by the Stalkers. Very nice little probe pull coming down from Magnath. A sentry will go down.
Sniping the sentries. Really nice.
TheKyoJin really making the most out of a little bit of a downer scenario. Less than
Yeah.
ideal scenario. That's what I was thinking of.
And just so Magnath's banner. What the hell is that? Is that
It's,
a drooling
the guy-
ET?
Yeah. It's what's it called? The guy
I
in
don't know.
the-
I don't know. I don't want to know what
It's a
that creature
meme.
is called. I know it's a
you
meme.
definitely don't.
Keep it in meme land.
Yeah, not here on the Christmas map.
Oh, I like all the lights here. See all the colored lights in the natural. I'm just
Yeah,
appreciating the decoration on the map.
Yeah,
Um,
nice and
got-
RGB.
We got some colored presents there. You know, the different boxes.
Oh yeah, you
They're all
do.
nicely wrapped and festive. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, even the crates are like colored in more joyous, more festive colors as well. They're not just the black and blue that we're kind of used to.
what I just said.
No, you said they were wrapped up.
Yeah, it's what I meant. That they're colored.
Oh, I thought I missed something and I thought I missed something and I wanted to
You
play
did.
it cool.
You did. In fact, miss something.
So Kyojin has had enough.
Yeah,
And the
it's,
Dark Giant
yeah,
will finish up.
And it's gonna drop a couple of charge lots and a sentry in a couple of sentries. So I'm guessing he's gonna block the ramp for the main base, and then try and munch on some drones.
Yeah, the nice
maybe
little
warping
Max
to
Angel.
Velox. Oh, there's DTs as well. He's cooking up some DTs. Where are they? Oh, it's in Magnath's third. The DT is coming, slowly warping in, slurping in.
Yeah,
Right.
beautiful force field
there's a recall
to
into
the right,
main.
but there's a recall.
No,
Not to
the recall into natural.
No!
Oh,
Miss
the warp is in-
the
the warp is in
sentry.
full down.
Warp is about to go down though.
what a double fumble here. Luckily, see, Magnath luckily warped all of his units into the natural base, so they were in position to snipe the warp prism. That's a 9,000 IQ move there.
90 chess.
Oh boy, this is. They both probably feel really bad about this. They're like,
This is when they decide to just flip a coin to see who wins.
yeah. I mean, it went better for Magnath. I mean, he got the better end of this deal. Didn't take all that much damage, and the attack was pretty much thwarted. The DT. Wait, was any of the DTs killed? No, the DT is still hanging out. It's still hanging out in the third.
Probably the right choice. There was an observer around, which I'm not sure if Kyojin saw or not, but either way, that DT is still alive. The Warp Prism coming in, trying to harass. He's gonna have a bit of a tougher time this time around.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not sure if that. I don't think that probe saw the warpism. In the third base location of Magnath.
Did not.
Doesn't
Does
look
see
like
the
it
pylon though.
did. TheKyoJin is about to finish a third base while this is going on, and Magnath doesn't seem to be eager to expand yet. I mean, he has a probe there sitting there, but
That pylon is really shaking some fear into him.
oh, the DT's gonna snipe it. Okay, I don't know if Magnath noticed that, but he's getting cannons at home, so DTs shouldn't be a problem anyway.
Yeah, not for too much longer. Thankfully, he can always try to morph those DTs into Archons, try to get some other harassment done. It's a little bit trickier doing that in PvP, though, I will say, compared to a PvZ.
Yeah,
So I feel like
TheKyoJin is not eager to attack here because he's got his third base. He knows Magnath didn't get a third base, not yet, because he's got this porter pylon there.
And he's just pretty
He's
content
just happy to sit back.
Yeah. Not for too much longer, though. He's trying to pin this army. I don't think Kyojin has quite enough army supply. No, but his ults do come in to round it all off.
Yeah, Magnath is getting low on health, but he's backing away. There's no shield. Oh, there is a shield battery at the back of the natural nexus there. Again, TheKyoJin doesn't really need to go in. As long as he keeps Magnath on two bases, TheKyoJin is in a great position.
This is some really fantastic. Well, it's not mind games anymore because it's actually an army that can keep Magnath back and contain him. But for the longest time, I think the fear of potential harass, especially with that kind of premature recall, just made Magnath so scared to push out or get any sort of presence on the map.
The TheKyoJin tried to sneak attack with Warp Prism into Magnath's main, but he's got the Stalkers there to protect him, so not going to be getting much done.
Well, let me tell you, Steel.
What?
If you want to flip that, if you're on the flip side, those Stalkers, they're also keeping Magnath back.
How?
It's #deep. Because he has them back and not forward. Look, that's...
No, sit in it. You have to explain yourself.
Because they're back.
You're the one who's studying corporate marketing. Dig yourself out of this hole. Explain yourself.
What do I have in my notes?
Our company is dedicated to doing good in the community.
You people have phones. That's what I learned.
People have phones. Alright, Magnath. Moving out on the map. I just noticed he has a lot more army supply.
Yeah, it's way bigger. He's got way better upgrades right now. About to just started +3, and he had +2 for the longest time. TheKyoJin, he had all this time. He had the map presence, and I fear that he kinda miscalculated here. He went really greedy, which is nice, but he neglected his army just way too much.
Yeah, and you know, Magnath has a lot of Archons, a lot of charge lots, a couple of Immortals, and some Sentries. They don't have a lot of energy, so they're not going to play as big a role here, I think.
I can see it so clearly, Steel.
Oh, look at this. Nice long battle line here, but the charge lots of Magnath have better upgrades. They are charging forward. The TheKyoJin basically has no army now. The Colossus is backtracking away. It's going to go down. The Warp Prism is warping in more and more. GG is gold. And Magnath will take game number 1.
I guess it's true what they say about a spring, Steel.
About a spring?
Yeah. Or a tree branch, if you will.
What?
I was hoping you'd finish it for me.
You gotta give me more than
Like
random words. What is he talking about? What's a spring? What?
Magnath, he bounced back. He's a red crab. I'm bringing that back.
Oh, it's a tree branch. What?
I take it back. Magnath is a red crab.
Cora is saying you just gotta harvest that bread from the bread tree. Yeah, I've had it's the same reaction for the bread tree clip. God damn it. Speaking of which, follow the CranKy Ducklings on YouTube for oldie goldie clips from the past. All our duct tapes are over there on the YouTube channel. Follow that. Also, you know, replays from not replays, VODs from all of our tournaments. Which is how, for instance, I got prepared for the Magnath versus the TheKyoJin series right now. I just went to our YouTube channel and I looked up the Grand Platypus Open number 36. No, sorry, it's Master Swan Open. It's a different tournament. Master Swan Open number 36, and they're all the series are there. There's time stamped, so you can just go ahead and watch it. That was the last time these two were fighting each other together. It was a hype series. So yeah. This is as far as I can take you from those just your stupid comments, Yaku.
Shout out to Vortex for putting those timestamps. I'm assuming it's Vortex. It's definitely not Vortex.
No, it's Goro.
It is Goro.
I think, yeah.
But yeah, on duct tapes, you know, if we're looking back at 2020, Steel, I gotta tell you, one of the biggest highlights, without a doubt, it's gotta be Vortex starting to edit the duct tapes for us. We might
Yeah.
show one in the broadcast, depending on how events go down. But if not, exclamation mark YouTube in the chat.
Yeah. No, go over there. All right, so we have setting up into a lobby here with the players who are definitely here. They did not play the games in advance because of time constraints.
Wait,
They
but
are
how can they
definitely
be
here.
here? Wait, but how can they be here if they're in different countries?
If only Yakuzaku was also here.
I'm here.
If only Yakuzaku answered the lobby invite and was here
I'm
in the lobby
here.
with us.
Okay.
If only.
I'm here. I have entering lobby bug. I'm gonna have to relog.
I've been promoted to lobby host. That's it. I am all alone here in the lobby. Thanks you, Blizzard. On the second day of Christmas, Blizzard gave to me 2 broken lobbies. And a messed up
Appy.
It doesn't have to rhyme, Yaku.
Well, it doesn't, but Appy. Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, come on party, Yaku. Come join party.
Uro party?
Yes, Euro party, Kuro party.
It's.
It's.
Man, that's gotta be another downer 2020, innit? Now that they actually added the server select system for lobbies, Uro party is no longer exclusive.
I mean, that's not a bad thing. That's an improvement.
Well, I mean,
it's one of the only
special.
good things that happened.
It felt
one of the best
special.
things that happened with StarCraft in a long time, Yaku. It's not a bad thing. You can select servers properly and have parties with server selection. It's great. Speaking of great, we are. Wait, that's the wrong map.
Is the wrong? Oh no, these guys.
Okay, let's not restart. We're already here.
Yeah.
We are on Death Aura LE. Well, I didn't prepare any LE. Thing, so LE apparently stands for Ladder Edition.
What?
Because it's the normal one. Anyway, the TheKyoJin is kind of rushing already. So, in the southeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of Egypt, representing Platinum Heroes are Pink Protoss. Currently up 1 in this best of 5 series, it is Magnath.
And at the top left-hand corner of the map, spawning all the way in the top left-hand corner of Death Aura LE, the blue Protoss player already getting scouted with this Forge First. He is already cannon rushing, representing Alphax International. We have TheKyoJin.
It trapped Magnath's probe inside the thing. Yeah, TheKyoJin not getting any high ground foothold here.
He's body block seal. Oh, he can barely walk.
Yeah. That probe is low on health, and Magnath has a probe on the inside.
Here with the probe on the inside seal that he does, but at the very least, he was able to throw down a couple of cannons.
TheKyoJin's sticking in. He's sticking in.
This world.
He's sticking in. Magnath not fast enough at responding to this, and TheKyoJin will get a pylon on the high ground. They started working on it.
That's a lot of vision. Let me tell you, Sealless Cannon with barely enough health will be able to survive and start taking out a couple of these probes.
Yeah, Magnath already lost 5 probes, 6 probes in this game. 7 probes.
I was about to lose a whole lot more to Zovil. Not help! It is way too close to range. There is not a Cybercore out right here. A steal for Magnath. It is only melee units available to him.
Yeah. This is looking very rough for Magnath right now. He doesn't have control of the high ground. He doesn't have any ranged units that can gain control of the high ground. Now these cannons are going to finish. They are in range of the Nexus, in the range of the pylon, the range in range of the gateway, and this is looking very bad for Magnath.
TheKyoJin might just kill every building and win like that. I mean,
even cancels one of the cannons. He's like, I don't need it. Gets an even further
but in a
one.
better position.
Yeah. Oh,
One that's actually in range of the Cybercore.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, this one is definitely
barely at the very least. Yeah. Oh, it's also getting catch up to Zealot. GG. Kyojin. You know, if Magnath is in fact a red crab, Kyojin, he's a chef. Or a crab eating macaque, depending on
what was the red crab thing again? Remind me.
The red crab, I think it was somebody who can do well, something about pressure.
Someone who can do well under pressure?
I think that's what it was at the time, but now that I think about it, like a red crab, it's cooked.
I'm pretty sure you tried to mix red herring and dark horse together, and someone came up with a red lobster.
It was. I remember. I think it was white elephant. I think I was trying to say white elephant, and you said that isn't applicable, so I just started listing random animals and colors.
And all this time since then, and all these months
that I explained red crab.
Understand, and we still don't understand, and you still don't understand, and all is well. Welcome to 2020.
Balance has been restored. Yeah. 2020 part 2.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of part 2, we are gonna get into the third map of this match.
Part 2. And this is you did not think that's a great.
And the map will be an Xmas map. You love to see it, Steel.
Yes, it's gonna be Yakuzaku. Where you say it is, of course, you have to throw your hands up forcefully in the air as you say Yakuzaku.
I like to do the thing where I'm sort of gripping forward, right? And I'm pulling. It's like I'm gripping suspenders and pulling up, and then I'm pushing away. So it's like Jaganatha. You know? It's like you're pulling on suspenders.
I'm going to dignify that with an ad. Anyway, we are on Xmas. Xmas, of course, a special map made by Marras. Very festive. Look at this. All these lights positioned around. Very nice. Very Christmassy. Xmas, of course, stands for xylophone making a sound. Xylophone making a sound. Ding! It's like the sounds of music. Something. Anyway, in the northeast corner of the map, cannon rushing back. And his opponent, it is our Egyptian Protoss in the pink, representing Platinum Heroes. Give it up for Magnath.
And spawning here in the bottom left-hand corner map, spawning all the way in the bottom left-hand corner of Jaganatha, not LE. He is the teal Protoss player all the way from Morocco, about to be cannon rush. He is representing Alpha X International, TheKyoJin.
So Magnath has managed to sneak a couple of pylons here behind the wall of the Kyojin, and also a gateway. So this is already a mess. No idea what's going on.
Definitely is. I will say though, Steel, one thing about those cannons, way too far in the open. This gateway should be able to cause some damage, especially considering the rally! Oh, that's that
is
poor
Yaku
Zealot. He in fact is.
No, it's not. It's not. No, it's not Yaku cursed. It's actually it's not. You can run around the pylon.
Can it?
Yeah. Between the pylon and the gateway, there's an opening, I believe.
There is an opening over there. But Kyojin, obviously being much smarter than me, realized correctly pylons. They have a lot less health than gateways do. He's just working on depowering that. There's nothing even producing out of it so far.
Yeah, no, this is just
it's not a concern.
This is just turned into a Nexus block. Nothing much more. Oh no, it's actually getting a cannon. No, it's
in a pretty decent position, but the Zealot I gotta tell you, Seal. Still does quite a decent amount of damage. Stalker's trying to get out. Look at that block!
He's gonna protect cannon, but there's a stalker coming out, so it might be able to do the damage.
Quite a bit of damage, actually. Yeah.
Actually, there's a lot can reach the cannon there if the stalker would
Just move a little bit, you know, makes way.
In the meantime, Magnath at home is getting a second Nexus, a natural base. Oh, he tried to.
Trying to,
But
yeah.
Kyojin blocked him.
Very nicely done. No one is allowed a Nexus here.
Magnath tried to get a stalker on the other side of the map, but got depowered. Wait, why is the Kyojin attacking his own pylon?
Because it's blocking the Nexus.
No, it isn't.
Oh, okay, look.
No, it
I'm
isn't.
trying to.
I think maybe he thought it was Magnath's pylon.
I want to like give him benefit of the doubt.
In the meantime, Magnath is taking a third base location as a natural base.
Of which Kyojin is looking to camp.
I mean, I don't blame him. This, you know, this base has the Christmas lights on it. The natural base doesn't.
Magnath Steel. It always gives us games.
I mean, I think it's. I think you should give
look.
credit to Magnath and Kyojin more than to the map, actually.
They definitely do. I definitely should steal. They know the ins and outs of Protoss. They are not afraid whatsoever to think outside the box, or I guess in this case, outside the base.
That's a lot. That's a lot of shield
Nexus
batteries.
finishing up, Seal. Nexus finishing up, overcharge. He has energy for an overcharge, Seal. Magnath does.
I mean,
He doesn't need to use it yet, but it's always there.
This is a battle of shield batteries. Shield battery rush. It's not a thing.
It is a thing here, though, Steel, on Xmas Jagannatha. Battery overcharge. It's still not been used.
The festivities are. I think everyone has been into the eggnog a little too much.
I think we gotta investigate the punch bowl, Seal. I'm not convinced that it's clean. I'm not convinced that it's just fruit punch. G is called Kyojin going to match point, showing he knows his way around.
It was 5 shield batteries versus 5 shield batteries with no other units around them. They're just so weird.
I'm wondering. I'm actually like trying to calculate right now. Do you think popping the battery overcharge would have even been worth it? Because by that point, there was already a lot of stocks for Kyojin.
Yeah, I have no idea at that point what would have worked.
Listen. We can't analyze that. We can't use logic. This is a certified Magnath Kyojin game. PvP, everyone. You'll love to see it.
P comes in, P comes out.
You can't love to explain. Oh boy.
Let's make sure we hydrate our hard rays in the meantime.
This is already I mean, you told me, Steel, when we found out what we were going to be casting, you said we should watch episode number 36, the semifinals. I feel like this is already eclipsed it in terms of just peak PvP. We did have a normal-ish game in game number 1, but...
Look, in episode number 36, in the series between these two, we had repowered cannons in the main of the Kyojin. It was beautiful. It was one of the most beautiful moves I've ever seen. It was aesthetically pleasing, but this is art. Yes. Kuro is complaining that the weather in Poland is currently a blizzard. Yep. Very Christmassy.
I'm nodding my head. I can relate.
People in chat like, what am I watching? You're watching the shield battery wars.
Certified.
Yes, Kuro, we got it. It was a blizzard joke. Yes, it was a blizzard. We got the joke, Kuro. It was a blizzard. You said.
Wait, what?
It's a blizzard because Blizzard is the company that made StarCraft 2. Get it? And Blizzard is a type of weather storm formation.
Really?
Yes. Did you get it?
I thought Blizzard was just a thing that Archer said to. Wait, do we have mature filter on?
What? I think we do.
Yeah, I thought that's just you know, eat a dick lizard thing. Archer.
Anyway, we are on Xmas Submarine, where we all live on an Xmas submarine. An Xmas submarine. An Xmas submarine. Xmas, of course, stands for. Zoo.
Zoo, right?
Money and. Zoo, money and. Services.
What?
Yeah, zoo. XU. Do you know what a zoo is?
Isn't that
It's,
a species in Star Trek?
No. It's hold on. It's a definition.
Or
It's,
maybe 40k.
Currency, a monetary unit of Vietnam worth 1/100th of a dong.
I was gonna say
if
Vietnam
I
does
have-
not sound right.
if
I thought it was dongs that they used.
So I have apparently I have a zoo. Get it?
How? Where are we spawning, Steel?
In southeast corner of the map, representing the land of Egypt, and the team of Platinum Heroes, our pink Protoss is in fact Magnath.
And spawning here in the top left-hand corner map, spawning all the way in the top left-hand corner, the teal Protoss player coming down from Morocco. He is representing Alpha X International, already on match point, one more win, and he takes the show match. Give it up for TheKyoJin.
And the TheKyoJin is setting up a sneak attack. He's got a proxy pylon, and it's going to be a proxy gateway. Magnath is going straight into Stargate, though.
I'm sorry, what?
Something's going to be tricky.
You're telling
Magnath
me
is
that
going-
the... You're telling me that a response to 2 Cannon Rush games isn't to Cannon Rush a third time?
Oh, it cancels the Stargate. Oh, it's about to find the proxy. It's going to find it. It's going to find the proxy. There you go. Magnath sees the TheKyoJin proxying up. Kill that pesky probe of TheKyoJin. So far, things are going pretty well for Magnath, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty smooth sailing from here on out. I mean, he probably doesn't want to move into the map quite yet, but yeah, Shield Battery's about to finish up. He does need to chrono out these Stalkers, though.
Yeah. Well, there's a shield battery here, so the
About
that
to be
should be
targeted
okay.
down. But now they will!
Oh, nice shade forward. Takes out the shield battery, but yeah, has to back away.
Yeah, not too much staying power when it's only 2 Stalkers. Little cause for concern here for TheKyoJin as I quickly double-checked the vision. Did not get to see what was in the base whatsoever. He is unaware that an Immortal First is coming out from Magnath.
Yeah. One thing is good against stalkers, it's immortals.
Among others.
Ah,
You're
but
gonna finish once
Magnath
again,
is
and there's
loading-
more than
Oh.
enough beef.
Well, there's a shield battery now, so should be okay.
And if it wasn't, Immortal makes it okay.
An immortal is immortal.
Point proven.
What?
Wait.
Oh, yes. What?
Mag- you see it
This-
too?
Yeah.
All right.
the-
Before
the
we get into
strings.
that, oh,
I'm sure
The immortal
Kurin
is-
assumed that at some point.
Okay.
Oh, the immortal is down.
and just like that, the pendulum has swinged back into TheKyoJin's favor. It's able to take out a sentry as well. So these cables.
Yeah, it's never mind. Never
They,
mind.
you know what? They,
It was a rush job.
You know what they remind me of, Steel? They remind me of like what you hang clothes on. That's pretty
Yeah, it was
Christmassy.
Clothing lines.
Yeah, that's pretty Christmassy.
Speaking of clothing lines, looks like Magnath is being left hang to dry here to without any backup because you know he's not making anything.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is an immortal order. Okay. if he survives here, it should be okay with the Immortal coming out.
Yeah, he's already finishing up his natural base. KyoJin not getting one whatsoever. Very invested in this Stalker push. We're very quickly about to reach a point where KyoJin is starting to bring in more. We're going to reach a point pretty soon where KyoJin is going to hit a point of diminishing returns. I mean, the Nexus did finish up. There's that battery overcharge. And KyoJin's got to back away. And this is just going to buy Magnath so much time to get a couple more warp ins. Can start to chrono out some mortals out.
Yeah, it looked very touch and go there for a second, but Magnath has recognized his own staying power and just bought some time, got the Immortal out, got the shield battery up. Once the Nexus was finished, you know, or had enough energy, you just use the overcharge and push KyoJin back.
Certified red crab.
Still weirding me out, those cables just hanging up.
It's hanging, suspending in the air.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's what cables are meant to do, right? They suspend.
Yep. But yeah, but they're not suspended on anything. They're just...
They're suspended on themselves.
Look at the Immortal getting stuck with it.
They've got, like, parts at the end.
Alright, so the KyoJin is backing away, he's getting a Stargate at home, he's getting a Twilight Console, so going for plan B right now. He's kind of a little behind economically. Magnath has been up in workers, but only now just starting to mine from the natural base. So the KyoJin isn't too far behind.
Yeah, actually, if he can get the correct chrono boosts out, or rather if he can time his chronos correctly and really make sure that he can get the pro production chef's kiss levels of perfection, should be able to catch up with and eventually overtake Magnath. Well, ideally he would. We'll see if Magnath has anything to say about that.
Alright, Magnath has a couple of adepts going to sneak into the KyoJin's natural base.
Oh, I meant actually go to the
work account, or lack thereof.
And just like that, the entire mineral line of KyoJin in that natural ain't mining.
Obliterated. Obliterated. Or decimated, even, in this case. I think decimated applies because, you know, decimated is when you take 1/10 of the force out.
Oh, that's what Desi's from.
But if you only have one, you take out 1/10, then you took one, you know? So it works.
Wait, but what if the one is the whole?
What hole? There's no hole.
I mean, if you look at the suspended cables, there's like...
Well, there's a hole in the ground here.
Yeah.
We're trying to just end each other and it doesn't work.
Yes, and...
Oh, but the Wookiees, by the way, the Wookiees in the middle of the map. I didn't see the Wookiees.
They're
having a party.
Too. Yeah, under the Christmas lights.
Yeah.
The RGB.
Cool. Yeah.
They actually kind of do look like RGB LEDs.
Yeah, they got the RGB Christmas light upgrade. Oh,
always essential.
There's a Christmas tree in the next to KyoJin's proxy location. No, next to his proxy location. There's on the pillar.
Oh yeah, on every pillar.
There's a Christmas tree with presents on it and everything. Ah.
And speaking of presents, this Haluk Warp Prism, it's delivering some to Magnath. Or making him think that there is. KyoJin, he's got Haluk Warp Prism.
Oh, right.
And then strikes the
entire
charge did finish up for KyoJin a little bit a while ago. Beautiful force field steal.
Yes. Well, there's a shield overcharge available for Magnath still, so may not be the end.
It definitely
more force fields.
Those cells are getting pretty close in range.
Oh, he uses the overcharge to save the Nexus.
But I feared that maybe too much DPS.
He actually saved the Nexus.
Just barely.
That was close.
Oh, wow.
Magnath only lost, I think, 5 probes there, something like that. So not too bad. He's still ahead in workers.
Absolutely. I mean, losing this natural base. From that point on, Magnath had to have gone all in. But from here, they're on much more equal standing. In fact, as you say, Magnath, he's actually a bit further ahead He's about to be ahead in upgrades as well. This is looking fantastic for Magnath.
But look at what the TheKyoJin is getting, because he's feeling doubt. He's getting
he's behind.
He's behind. He's getting the behind shrine. The butt shrine, if you will.
Is that a thing?
I don't know. I think that's a Nidus worm. You have the Nidus butt. To get a butt shrine.
Right.
It's a job that amuses me, and that's all that matters.
Yes, and that Arc Shrine's about to finish up, but it will be scouted by Magnath.
So the
I tell you what,
TheKyoJin
though,
has
Seal.
what?
A Luke Phoenix, they can't measure up to real Phoenix.
I mean, one could say they're more effective because they're cheaper and they actually do something.
Yeah, they're more cost efficient, you could say.
All right, the TheKyoJin is moving in. He's coming in to try and catch Magnath's army on both sides. He might get a huge surround here.
There's some Observer here. Those
takes the
DTs
bait.
should not be too scary.
Magnath does not take the bait.
not really
Backs
taking the bait.
away.
Oh, these Phoenixes are gunning for that War Prism, but they're flying right on top of the Archons. Shield Battery will be keeping it alive. Indeed it does. But I tell you what, Seal, Shield Battery, you can only target one thing at a time. TheKyoJin just brute forcing its way through. But Magnath only needs to hold up for a little while longer.
Can he do it though? Is he going to have enough? It looks like he might. He's actually pushing the TheKyoJin back. With the Chargers and the Archons, these Archons are so low on shield energy.
And the Warp Prism is still alive, Steel. That's the most amazing thing to me.
Yeah.
Observer's gonna make sure that those GTs get nothing done whatsoever. And again, Magnath, he's already expanding to a third base. TheKyoJin not looking to get a third whatsoever. Magnath, you just gotta weather a couple more storms. He's gotta live in the blizzard in Poland.
He's gotta blizzard it up. Not sure you get a lot of blizzard in Egypt or in Morocco.
I mean, you get like sand blizzards.
Sand storms, not blizzards.
Wait, isn't a blizzard like a snowstorm?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sand blizzard.
That's sun, not sand. What are these Phoenixes? TheKyoJin's Phoenixes are just hanging out Magnath's third base. DTs are coming
Loitering.
in natural base though, but those are cannon.
I like to imagine that it's waiting there to camp out the Warp Prism. It's definitely not in position to do that though.
No, I think it just forgot about it.
Yeah.
Oh no, they're getting cut out with the army here. Magnath is just so much right now, out in the middle of the map, and finally, after the entire game, has map control. And the third base.
This is looking very reminiscent of game number 1, Steel. Once again, Magnath just proving he is a red crab. If you compress him into a corner, if you compress him into a corner, if you compress him into a corner, he's gonna compress back.
Well, he's going to just make squeaking noises and die. That's what a red crab does when you put him in a pot of water.
He defends and then he counterattacks, much like a tree branch or a palm tree. Allegory, baby.
It's springtime.
Yeah.
All right. How many Archons is that? That's 9 Archons for
Way
Magnath.
too many.
Yeah.
Way too many if you're asking me, but Magnath can do what he wants at this point.
Mostly has Zealots and DTs, so as long as Magnath has some detection, he should be pretty fine with this.
Yeah, that Observer making short work of the DTs. It's my guilty pleasure, Steel. I love to see a mass of Zealots just completely get annihilated by like 3 Archons or something like that. Making 9 Archons? Whew. That's indulgent. GG. Magnath taking it to the ace match.
Yes, we got ourselves an ace match right here. On the CranKy Ducklings, not 2021 Showdown. Not to be confused, because the 2021 Showdown should be at the end of this year.
Yeah. It should. Blizz.
I still can't believe Magnath survived that attack. That was... The TheKyoJin had about double the army supply.
Yeah, it just goes to show you the power of crab seal.
So I thought you were about to say the power of overcharge.
Shield batteries.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, crabs apparently.
yeah. Crab if you want it. I actually don't know the lyrics of the song.
What song do we have with grab in it?
Crab?
Grab. Then you can.
Well, it's not a very good.
If you replace the word grab with crab, then you can have something funny. But
Crab Wraith.
no, it's not crab.
Kuro is telling
Grab.
us.
I'm trying to do a flip upon a play on words, a rhyme and replacement. But I'm not coming up with any examples, and I'm ruining the entire joke. This is good entertainment.
Rag time is a genre of music.
This podcast.
It's not grab, but our players are ready. We're loading into Lightshade for the ace match.
In my defense, this podcast is supposed to be a summary of 2020 in our in our tournaments, and puns that don't work is definitely part of our brand.
That's not just 2020 though, if I'm being honest.
But it was a lot of 2020 if you look into it. Anyway, enough about that. We are on Xmas Lightshade, another wonderful map made for us by Maras, decorated specially for Christmas, which is right now, because this is right now. This is not 2021. Right now, this is 2020, the end of things, Christmas thing. Xmas, of course, stands for Xenon's making a sandwich. Xenon's making a sandwich. The hell is a xenon?
They do it with their minds.
A colorless, odorless, noble gas element found in minute quantities in the atmosphere. Yeah, the xenon sandwich. Very tasty. Very airy.
I always thought it was an alien.
In the southeast corner of the map. Currently sideways 2-2 in this best of 5 series. All the way from the land of Egypt. Give it up for Platinum Heroes' very own Magnath.
And swinging in the top left-hand corner map, swinging all the way in the top left-hand corner, the Teal Protoss player representing Alphax International. He was on match point Steel, then he wasn't. He was aggressive, then he was more aggressive, then he wasn't, then he was. It all comes down to this. He is TheKyoJin. Doing Kyojin things.
Yeah, I think
in the middle of the map.
He proxied in every game this?
Magnath. And I mean, do you consider a cannon rush a proxy?
Yeah, I mean, technically.
Okay. Then he did proxy in. Yeah, then I think it's just game 3 he did proxy. But to be fair, he did have a probe out in game 3 waiting to proxy.
Look at this tree southeast of the proxy. There's the Wookiees are not the Wookiees. The Ewoks are they're dancing. They're dancing under the tree. Yup.
I like the one that's sitting down and dancing. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's so tired.
He's vibing.
He's tired. Yeah.
All right.
Nice little Nexus block there from Kyojin, but it does get dealt with pretty shortly.
Mm-hmm.
2 Stalkers versus 2 Stalkers and a Sentry Seal. I don't know who wins.
Magnath, I think this is the first time he skipped the Adepts and went straight into the Stalkers, so he's going to be handling the Kyojin's aggression here much better. Oh, he's going to find the proxy. He finds the proxy location.
He's aware of the shtick.
He knows about the Ewoks. He's getting robotics facilities, so he's going to have mortals. This is going to go even better for Magnath if the Kyojin just tries the same thing he did last game.
Yeah, I'm hoping KyoJin sort of realizes that and decides
No,
not
he's
to
making
do
more
the same
stalkers.
thing again. He is making
He's
more
not
stalkers
realizing it.
still. Have I ever told you the definition of insanity?
It's when someone's
It's
sanity.
PvP. PvP is the answer.
It's when you see these two having a PvP and you invite them
Yeah.
to do more of it. That is the definition of insanity.
All right, but KyoJin is getting his follow-up much quicker this time. Bit of a quicker natural base, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, and he's getting Twilight Council as well.
Yeah. Should be able to. It'll be interesting if he does go for Blink, considering he's already got a pretty big force of Stalkers out. But I don't know. Unless he decides to get Disruptors behind that.
It all depends on how stubborn he is to go with. Oh, what's this recall? Oh, he's recalling because the TheKyoJin is shaded a couple of adepts in there.
Yeah, and honestly, the right move, if I'm being honest. 2 probes go down, but that's just about it. Battery overcharge always something you want to be able to, or always something that Magnath is and has utilized. And yeah, not too shabby. Still ahead by 1 worker. I
was about to say that it depends on how stubborn TheKyoJin is, but it looks like he's not stubborn. He's going to get charged instead of the blink. So he's not going to commit to the stalkers, as it is already failing quite hard. And he's going to get a robotics facility. He's going to be behind on immortal count if he goes for immortals, but at least he's not going to be stuck on pure stalkers against immortal stalker sentry.
Definitely. And you know what? Getting charged this early, it does open you up to go in for Templar Archives, or potentially, this is KyoJin we're talking about, Dark Shrine, the Archons.
Yeah, yep. Although Magnath has been super prepared for all the Dark Shrines we've had so far, without even trying. I mean, he always has observers and cannons and stuff, so I don't know how much the behind shrine is going to be working here. Hey, FPS subscribed for 13 months in a row.
Whoa, that's almost as many months as there is days of Christmas.
I forgot to give quacks to who is the first subscriber we had? Hold on, I'm scrolling up.
Easy. No, that was a gift sub.
No, Esphil. No, that's not a gift sub.
No, he gave a gift sub, right?
Esphil was continuing the gift sub that they got from Lord Loken.
Right.
So Lord Loken gifted them a sub.
To someone else.
No. Esphil got a gift from Lord Loken. That was last month. And now Esphil is continuing the sub. So the gift worked, is what I'm saying. So we owe Esphil 2 quacks. Quack, quack. There we go. And
nice and easy.
And for FPS, we have 13 quacks. So quack, 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 quack.
That was 13. Oh, Haluk Phoenix doesn't do a lot of damage, but real stalkers definitely do. KyoJin almost losing that warp prison for a sec. Gonna have to drop the load. This is multi-prong, not really multi.
The TheKyoJin is messing up a lot of charge lots here.
Yeah, potentially enough to overpower this. It didn't work in the previous game, so I honestly can't imagine it doing too much here. He is trying to attack it from multiple angles, so sneaking behind the natural.
Magnath doesn't have any AoE damage, and he has very few sentries, so not a lot of force fields at his disposal. Oh, this could go very badly.
Prism?
If you get
Prism?
Prism, please.
Stays alive.
Oh, the TheKyoJin manages to sneak
in.
A full warp in the Magnath's main base, and he's coming in from the front. Magnath is not panicking though. He's red crabbing it, if you will.
Yeah, there we go. Just keep this cool under pressure. His warp prism is still alive. TheKyoJin has to push on forward.
Nice pick up with that immortal at the front line, and the shield overcharge is going to help Magnath keep the natural.
That's our anti-air in the main seal. That's our anti-air in the main. The Stalkers only come in now and finally deal with the warp prism. But another quick little warp in of Zealots. It's causing quite a bit of havoc over here.
I don't think he noticed the DT.
I don't think he noticed this either. He has a observer out somewhere.
Yeah, it's
But
in the
just
natural
not in
base.
position. Oh, Lordy Steel, this is how this series should be concluding, if I'm being honest, Steel. Down and messy.
Yeah,
Absolutely what
a
we expect from
slugfest.
these players, even when they decide to play macro.
Here's the thing, Magnath lost 18 workers and he's still not too far behind. As long as he deals with that DT, and he does now, he's not in too bad of a position.
His
it
armor
is
supply
bad
is
that
looking pretty good too.
it is bad that TheKyoJin already has a third base up and finished, but it's not saturated at all. There's like one probe mining there, so
His natural
You know.
isn't saturated either.
yeah, it's 27 workers TheKyoJin is. So it's not that big of an advantage yet. So Magnath holds. He did lose quite a bit of production buildings though, so that's a bad sign.
Yeah, he can't quite be counterattacking so soon. I am honestly pretty perplexed that Kyojin is continuing to warp in zealots here across the map and trying to just end the game. He has a pretty good advantage. If he macros up and gets a bunch of probes, he'll be sitting pretty for quite a while.
Yeah. There's another charge wave coming in. But Magnath does have an Archon this time. Not a lot of backup. There's the overcharge. And this will be pushed away.
Sometimes overcharge is all the backup you need.
TheKyoJin is
Steel.
opening in the main. Is opening more chargers in the main. There are only stalkers to deal with this here, and the chargers get to them. Magnath does have the upgrade advantage, by the way. And it's about to be +2 weapon upgrade against his +0 weapon upgrades for TheKyoJin.
Yeah, that's quite the difference, if I do say so myself. 2 stalkers, sometimes that's all you need. Steel.
Yeah.
This Templar
He's not focusing the War Prison though.
is reinforcing War Prison. The Templar Archives goes down. That is going to be it for Archons for Magnath. He is stuck with these 2 for quite some time. But again, sometimes 2 Archons is all you need, especially since Kyojin is just warping in zealots.
Yeah, and they're +2, remember.
They
do
are,
have
in
the
fact,
upgrade
+2
advantage.
Archons.
There's the Observer coming in to deal with the DT. The Archon might go down there. It's going bad. It's backing away. The shield battery, but the shield battery is depleted. And the Archon goes down. Magnath does not have the ability to make any more Archons. It's just down to the 1.
Yeah, but I mean, it is a +2 Archon. Kyojin, he's warping in quite a bit, but again, he doesn't really need to be this all in, but I guess he knows that once he deals with the Archon, Magnath is going to lose the backbone of his army, the backbone of what's
Yeah,
keeping him in this
Kyojin-
game.
TheKyoJin is depowering
He's gotta be
everything.
super careful
All the
of it.
production for Magnath is getting depowered. He's going
Yeah, not
to
even
have
able to
one
warp some
gateway at his
zealots.
disposal. And that's it. Oh, and the main base goes down. This is starting to look very bad for Magnath.
To say the least.
The orangutan pressure from the TheKyoJin with just unupgraded charge lots. Just more charge lots. Make charge lot printer
Hey.
goes brrr.
And you know what? He's finally fighting fire with fire. He's got an Archon of his own, Steel. 27 workers, that's all you really need. I'm learning.
Yeah.
Even if
3
you do have
bases,
3
27
bases.
probes.
He didn't make
Perfect
any more.
saturation.
He just sent the probes in the main base to the 3rd base.
Oh boy. No, Magnath just,
Peak
he
economy.
does have a Templar Archives now, and he has repowered some of his gateways, warp gates.
Yeah, we made the Archon count. He's got a very healthy number of them. Look at him just pop the Zealots like bubble wrap.
But he has to do damage. He can't keep on getting battered like this constantly.
I mean,
The Templar Archives get sniped again.
it does get sniped, but there are a significant more amount of Archons here now. 4 of them. That's double, Steel. I get math.
Quadruple even.
What?
Because TheKyoJin has one. Well, had one.
Oh, well, I
Now
meant
the
double
Warp
from
Prison
the
gets
last
sniped.
assault.
Oh yeah. Well, TheKyoJin loses the 1 Archon that he had and the Warp Prison. So Magnath buys himself some time, but he has to do damage. TheKyoJin is on 3 bases.
Well, Magnath is going to be on 3 bases pretty soon as well. He finally is lower on the
What do you mean
on the
pretty
probe
soon?
count.
He's on 1 base right now.
I kind of forgot about the base in the main.
Yeah. Look at the minimap. The main base is empty.
Listen, it was gonna mine out anyway. Kyojin's base, I mean, you know, he's mining out. There are only 4 probes there.
You're getting more DTs. I'm hoping that's just for Archons. Yeah, okay. He's making them into Archons. So that's a smart thing to do.
Yeah, those DTs don't exactly scale very well in the PvP. Especially not when your opponent has the observer's gonna get sniped, no steal. And that was the only observer. Magnath's observer. He cannot make another observer steal. He has another
Wait, he has
observer, though.
one.
But imagine if that gets sniped.
Yep, I can imagine. I mean, the KyoJin doesn't have any DTs, so that doesn't really matter anymore.
But imagine if he did.
I can imagine that. Sorry, I got the hiccups for some reason. That's what happens when you drink water.
What happens when you imagine DTs? It's an allergic reaction, really.
I'm allergic to DTs. They give me hiccups.
Like a true Terran player. Magnath has finally overtaken the work account once again, but doesn't really matter at this point. I'm just honestly astonished that he was able
He's getting
to do so.
There's nothing to defend here. The Archons
Yeah, I mean, if those Archons are perfectly positioned, then they should be able to deal with this, but it is not looking likely. These Archons are about to get sandwiched by more Archons and also charge lots.
And remember, Magnath still has the +2 upgrade advantage, but the KyoJin is just bringing in so much more every time. That
Numbers,
algorithms, math. Alright, this looks like the end for Magnath. There's just nothing that's left. The overcharge is being used in the 3rd base location, but the natural is already overrun. There's nothing to defend here.
well, he's rebuilt some buildings. Doesn't really have the resources to use them, but he has.
Oh. Yeah, the natural base is going to go. No, he's going to leave it. He's going to leave it alone. He's a merciful
Yeah, goes
god.
for the juicy probes instead. Popping them with that AoE. What a bizarre game to end this bizarre series on, Steel.
Perfect game. A perfect game to end this bizarre series on. These two definitely delivered. Proper entertainment. DT is being worked in by the KyoJin. Right here in the 3rd base location of Magnath. This should be a complete cleanup.
And yeah, I do like that he's going down to the wire though. He's saying, look, we were so evenly matched. You want to win, you got to kill everything. Oh, well, GG well played. Congrats! KyoJin does take this series 3-2. We'll be moving on to face money in his payout.
Yes, we're moving on to face nobody because that was the match. That is it. Our next match is nothing to do with this.
Yeah,
It's a completely different match. GG. Wow, what? I love this. These two did not disappoint at all. We expected a fight between them to be peak PvP, and it was peak PvP.
What's
totally
higher than
happy.
the peak? The summit.
Summit. I think the only thing better than that is that. What was it? I think it was one of the Konyo games.
Oh,
Where it started with a cannon
That
rush
cursed
and
stuff.
ended up with a base flip.
I remember what you're talking about, Steel. I think that
base
was also
flip,
Konyo
and
versus
but
Magnath,
both
if
of
I'm not
them.
mistaken.
Yeah, I don't remember the players, and it went up to carriers and tempests
That
out of-
curse game.
on ninja bases. It was properly peak PvP. It was beautiful. Can't remember which one it was.
And-
We'll have to check it up because it's a game for the ages. But this is it. The KyoJin wins again.
That was-
He won the previous match between these two, and Magnath so close. Even then, back then it was so close. Even in here, it's again very close.
Indeed, it was. But speaking of close, that is a series coming to a close. As we are CranKy Ducklings, especially throughout 2020, we have to cast PvP. But I'm pleased to announce, Steel, we don't have to cast any more PvP for the rest of the night. We have no more mirrors.
Yeah. What do you, no, we have a lot of mirrors. What are you talking about? It's all ZVZ at the end. Yaku, please look at the matchups.
Zerg isn't really a mirror.
God damn it, Yaku.
I was gonna say we have no more
Yeah.
Protoss, but
We have Jim Rising versus Ender and Champ versus Mio Maika later on. Stick around for those. Ooh, these are going to be some proper matchups. As we're going to have the Latin American players dropped right in the middle of the China Sea, in the middle of the Zergmuda triangle between Ender and Mio Maika. And that should be a tremendous amount of fun. And before that, we have ourselves what should have been a Polish derby between Vavin and Wojtek. But sadly, Vavin had internet issues and will be replaced by Everness. That'll be up after the break, so stick around. In 5 minutes, we'll be back as we set up this next game. Take this time to hydrate your hydras, stretch your roaches, drain your disruptors, and be back here in 5 minutes, or I will not forgive you.